Here's a report on our first Kaizen at Patton's Charlotte, North Carolina branch. Before this Kaizen, when a customer returned an order, it was taking us an average of 2 weeks to inventory that equipment and return it to rental-ready status. And for each of those orders, our forklift operators were driving 3.5 miles, up and down, back and forth, all over the yard. During the Kaizen, we also discovered it was taking over 3 hours to pull an order. At the end of this video, we'll show you how much we were able to improve. Let's first hear from the people who participated.
This is the start of a journey for Harsco. So we're going to have months and years of improvement in different projects. So this represents the first pilot and the first Kaizen event throughout the whole company, and we'll continue to extend through that. But it's all about getting involved, being part of the team, and being able to see it kind of grow within Harsco, producing results.
We need to be able to send equipment out accurately to a customer, return it, be able to manage the return properly, bill them appropriately, and have that whole thing be pain-free for the customer.
We're trying to make a better run operation here. And I think once you overcome people's initial objections, you get the ball rolling. That ball of enthusiasm gains momentum.
Day one, we went through a bit of education in terms of the principles of lean and the tools that we'd be using. Day two, we validated our scope and we actually tested the problem.
It's an eye-opener, and it's a good thing, because it's, like I say, the first step to getting rid of some of those inefficiencies is pointing out what they actually are.
We moved a return approximately 3.55 miles, which was a big surprise to everyone. If we look at it from a time standpoint, the labor it takes to move equipment 3.5 miles versus moving it a half mile is significant.
We have the frames right here. We have what we call top plates and base plates up the hill. We have braces over there. We have legs. That is over there. So when you get an order to pull the order, you got to travel over there. Then you got to travel over there. You know what I'm saying? So you're traveling all over the yard.
We designed our plan and actually put it in place, and it was quite a long day, but the team was very motivated, and we stayed till it was actually done.
We really needed a very logical one-way flow through the yard and almost setting it up as like an assembly factory. And so what we've done is we've restructured the entire front. Now the foreman can come out of the trailer, radio his guy down at the bottom of the stockyard saying, hey, I got a return coming through, put him in bay number 6, it's this order, get the guys ready, let's go get it.
What we're looking at is making sure that we keep our high moving items at a fairly central point based on our return area.
The truck will pull in here and we can take the equipment to a return area, inspect it, send what we need to maintenance, and the equipment that's rental ready we can just turn around and put it directly in to the rental stock. That's the idea.
Those things that they've been saying for years that we should be doing, they now actually get the chance to try them. And nobody's afraid to try them. We're not afraid to fail. If something doesn't work out right, we tweak it, we go back, we try it again.
It's going to allow us to work just a lot more efficiently and be able to put a lot more volume through this yard without having to increase the space, increase the stock, or increase the staff. And that's really the value that we're going to get out of the Kaizen Breakthrough.
With this program, everything is in one place. So you cut down the time that you take to pull the order, plus your travel distance, how many times you touch the material.
Everybody that came in and gave us a hand here really made my job a lot easier. I had people sharing their ideas, sharing their experience. We usually work through obstacles here with not a lot of problems. We do work through them. But we see that it's a better way of doing things.
What they've done is they've implemented the things that you're always thinking about and talking about, but you never really get to or have the discipline to approach in a really organized manner. And really, I am just amazed at what they've accomplished.
This is a start of a culture change in the way that we work, because it's going to be a totally different way that we work in our environment, with rhythm, with accountability, and having people focus on working efficiently instead of just working harder every day.
Some people are afraid of change. Some people don't know how to embrace it. So you're going to have those few people that's going to be afraid of change. Me, on the other hand, bring it on.
By the end of the week, we'd reduced lead time on return to rental ready by 90%, from an average of 2 weeks to less than 1 day. We'd also cut travel distance by 44%, from 3.5 miles to 1.7 miles, and the time to pull an order was cut by 65%. Return time was reduced by 64%, and the team identified and solved a total of 16 safety items.